Sis and wellness, everything wellness, mind, body, and soul.
Hi, and welcome to Ready to Love Review. This episode was called Sink or Swim. This is Ready to Love in DC. So let's get into it. The episode opens up with the ladies' lounge scene. All the women are walking in and looking cute. Tommy comes in and says that the women have the power to eliminate this week. And there is a pool party for all of the singles. The episode pretty much revolved around that. Everybody looks good. Everybody got their body out and or covered up and showing just the assets that they want to show. Naeem was confident. I noticed him in the beginning. He was nice looking, walking in. Your boy Corey was playing around per usual and was bouncing between Moomin and Courtney. And on this episode, he really was in Courtney's face from what I could see. A whole lot, but we'll get into that later. Sabrina and Walter were kind of flirting in the pool, talking about when a rose opens up and she kind of spread her legs just to demonstrate. Cornelius and Camille were all bundled up under a little cabana. Cute. Courtney was finding envelopes all around that were clearly from Courtney. Courtney was finding envelopes all left around that were clearly from Corey. It was so obvious. Tyrone, he says he wants Shiloh. He says Sabrina could be his lady, but Shiloh could be his wife. I was like, okay, Tyrone. That was bold. And when he said that, Shiloh basically said, like, she's gonna stay faithful to the process, which was like a nice way of being like, I'm not there. Like, I'm not where you are, Tyrone. Tommy, he comes out and throws a curveball. He introduced two sexy singles that were joining the competition, joining the show. So an attractive guy and girl. So first we had Sydney, age 33, beautiful girl. Sean, he's a little sexy chocolate guy. He's 44. He's an actor and he's super confident. Sydney and Sean joined the group and the ladies seem intimidated. Camille and Katia were the women who they kind of joined in their conversation, and one of them were like, oh, would you like to have this conversation? Would y'all like to have a conversation in private? Almost like Sydney and Sean needed to just talk to each other, connect to each other, and not try to join in with the rest of the singles. It was kind of weird. It kind of came off as insecure. I can't remember which one of them said it, but it was just like, not very welcoming. My girl, Aisha, she was saying she not intimidated by the new people joining. And I was like, okay, because if you got it, you got it, girl. And I feel like she's one of the people who, from day one, I could tell, like, her confidence has been on 100. And truthfully, yeah, she has no reason to feel threatened. So Sydney, she talked to Frank. They knew each other from other nightlife situations, and they have some kind of New Jersey connection. Sabrina talks to Tyrone, says Shiloh should be his wife. I thought that was weird to say that to another woman at this point. And in my notes, I say at this point, Tyrone gotta go. That was just my opinion and how I felt about him in that moment. Corey and Moomin, they find each other and they kind of bund up at some point. They look cute together, and they're talking about the toppings that she likes on a hot dog. That was kind of okay. All right, so Cornelius, he was talking to the new girl, Sydney, and Camille had her eye on the whole situation. Now, mind you, I feel like Camille is very, very possessive when it comes to Cornelius. She's always got her eye on him. The man can't move, breathe, sneeze, or anything without Camille lurking and being there in some kind of way, shape, or form, trying to see what's going on. She's real possessive, and she says in this episode to Moo Men that's her boyfriend, that Cornelius is her boyfriend. Like, Lord. So when they talk again, Camille rips into Cornelius from my perspective. She says that she says that he is feeding into these women like a dumbass. Like, she literally said that. I was like, girl, you doing a lot. You're doing a lot for, it's a competition, you know? And unless he clearly claims you the way that you're claiming him, you can't really label him a dumbass for playing the game or whatever, being faithful to the process, as Shiloh called it. I feel like Camilla's trying to put the reverse psychology on Cornelius because he's doing what he should be doing, which is mixing and mingling. That's my perspective. And if she was doing more of that, she could take the focus off of him and possibly make him wonder, you know, what kind of connection she has with other guys. And I think that that's important because, you know, and when it comes down to a situation like this, you do need to distract yourself, I feel. That's why I said these kind of competitions are not for me. If I were to be single, but at the same time, that's just real talk. Like, you need to distract yourself. If you put all your eggs in one basket, you're not gonna get the full appreciation for what someone else could possibly have to offer. So that's just my tips for Camille. I think she should focus. Yes, make it clear that you have a connection with Cornelius, but let Cornelius wonder about what you might have going on too. I feel like that's how you play the game. So, all right, it's time to mix and mingle again that night. So, Phil is talking about putting his full court press in, and I'm just like, okay, he's a good looking guy, but I don't feel like he's doing much to make an impression. That's just my opinion of Phil. Aisha, she talked to Sean, the new guy, and drank, and I don't know, he was complimenting her, and she was talking about being a wife and a mother, and she wants to be a wife again. And just throughout their conversation, it kind of comes out that, you know, he is wanting children. Sean, I'm talking about Sean wanting children because he doesn't have any, and Aisha not really wanting to do that again. She has children already. So that was interesting. Corey and Courtney, they talked a little, and the cards were from him that she was finding around. She said she would give him 5 minutes versus the 10 minutes that he requested. Mumin peep game that Corey and Courtney are bundled up, and she was not feeling it. Said he makes you feel special, and then you turn around and he's doing the same thing with another woman. And that's pretty much Corey in a nutshell. So the next day, Mumin and Corey, they meet up, and Tissia had already let her know, Mumin know, that Corey was sending love notes to Courtney. And so she was up front. She asked Corey about this. And his response was, "Did you see me leaving love notes to anyone?" It's just like, fool. She asked you. That was your chance to be direct. That was your chance to come clean. Followed by whatever, you know, you want to say after that. But it was just a yes or no question. I feel like he failed. His responses were deflecting hard. He has to go, in my opinion, at this point, because he can't be honest, is what I wrote. So at this point, he wants Mumin to go and meet his mom and dad, and she asks if he is asking other women to do this as well. And she is digging to find out where he is, you know, and it got exposed. Like, he basically asked Courtney the same thing, to go meet his parents. So I say he's a tacky ass guy who I think should have been gone probably episodes back. Next, Sydney invites Camille, Dante, and Cornelius to a selfie museum. Clearly beautiful. And Camille, okay, so at that moment, when they're at the exam, clearly Sydney, the beautiful girl, is there. Camille is there. Camille feels some kind of way that Cornelius and Sydney have a hug. And I'm like, Camille, you cannot be this jealous and do things like this. You can do competitions like this because she's so possessive. I'm tired of how possessive she is. It's just getting on my damn nerves every episode. Dante, he's feeling Sydney, and Sydney likes Dante as well. So there you go. That might be a cute connection. Of course, Cornelius talk, and she apologizes to him for blowing things out of proportion. I feel like she is very much aware of how she can be, and she's choosing to apologize, but I feel like she's just gonna do it again. That's how I really feel about Camille. Like, she's just gonna do it again. He says that he wants to get to know other women. So we'll see what happens with that. Sean and Aisha go on a date. Oh, this is the date where they kind of speak and come to, through conversation, come to the understanding that she does not want kids. Any more kids, and Sean does want kids. So the two of them, I don't think they'll be together. After this, they went on a date and now they have that understanding. I don't think either of them are going to try to pursue each other, but we'll see. The inn, ladies lounge. The ladies are looking beautiful, and Tommy asked about the pool party after he left and welcomed Sydney and Sean. So at this point, there are 9 men left and they have to let one go. Shiloh connects with Phil, and Tyrone takes I'm sorry, what did I write? I don't know. Oh, I basically wrote who likes who. Yeah. So Shiloh, she likes Phil. Tyrone and Shiloh do have a connection. Sydney likes Dante and Frank. Tissia likes Phil. Courtney likes Corey and Cornelius. Blase, blase, blah. They discussed the men. I agree with most of the statements that were made. Closing dates. So it's down to the, elimination. Tyrone and Shiloh, they go out, and Shiloh explains that deliberations were today. She's very nice to him, and she needs more time to go through the process. She pretty much let Tyrone know. She has to basically let him go because he's not ready to love. Ouch, it kind of hurt me in a way of, I do think Tyrone is a nice guy, but I also do agree that he's not ready to love. It was just kind of hurtful in the sense of he's a nice guy. So it was like, but yeah, he had to go. Corey and Courtney, they go on a date. She says that he has a lot of the ladies' attention, says that they were coming, and yet he's sending mixed signal with his dumb ass. That's me saying it with his dumb ass, because he missed the copy and paste. So he got it all wrong. He's a liar, and he obviously is at the bottom as well, and he gets eliminated too. So this was interesting because we thought there were going to be one guy eliminated, and there were 2. He was a liar. He was doing too much. So that did not hurt at all to see Corey go, because I've been thinking that he needed to go. Up to come, he wants the men to focus. Tommy wants the men to focus on the women who are not their number ones. And it looks like Camille's crazy ass is at the bottom next week, but we have to stay tuned and see. I'm looking forward to seeing if she gets sent home. I do feel like she's doing too much. She is way too possessive over a man that is not hers, and that is clearly interested in getting to know other women. But yeah, we'll see. Until then, take care, and like, comment, and subscribe. See you in the next one.
Sis and wellness, everything wellness. Mind, body, and soul.